Hey, my name is Matt Giordano, TheYogiMatt.com. Thank you for watching. Today we're going to go over my top 4 exercises for the ankles and feet. Why the feet and ankles? Well, they're our foundation for how we walk and how we stand, and ultimately the rest of our structure depends upon the health of our ankles and our feet. There are so many exercises out there for the core, for the buttocks, for the quads, for the biceps, yet how many exercises are out there for the ankles and the feet? And yet this is our foundation for our entire body when we stand. So I want to provide for you my top favorite that I practice on my own. Here we go. This first exercise can be done just sitting on the ground. If you need to, you can prop yourself up on a couple of pillows or blankets so that it's easier on the hamstrings. You just place your hands by your sides and starting from a neutral foot, start to flex the toes and then plantar flex the feet, which is like just pointing the feet like a dancer would. And then you can pull them back towards dorsiflexion. Then you can plantar flex and dorsiflex and plantar flex and dorsiflex. To make this more challenging, you can grab a TheraBand or any kind of resistance band, place it over the tops of the feet, pull back, and do the same exact exercise. Point, 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 and you can see as a bonus, I'm trying to keep my inner ankle bones together and doing what's called everting the ankles. That means the inner edges of the feet stay together when I point, and when I come back, the outer edges of the feet pull back. This next exercise strengthens the tibialis anterior muscles, which are the muscles along the front of your shin here. As you dorsiflex the foot, you're gonna feel the muscles engage. And to make that more intense, we'll use a TheraBand. I've got it wrapped around a paver, but you can tie it around a piece of furniture and that will be the best option. So you take the TheraBand, place it at the tops of your feet, and pull the tops of your feet back, activating these muscles, and release and pull and release and pull and release. And I'm also trying to keep the inner ankle bones together to help strengthen the fibularis muscles, the muscles of the outer shins. That's the muscles of eversion of the ankle. One of the only ankle strengtheners that I see in the fitness industry is calf raises. So I'm going to show you that one here with a little bit of a twist, and that's adding eversion to the exercise. So check it out. A normal calf raise would be you stand at the edge of a step and you push down into the ball mounds of your feet and the big toes, and you try to lift upward, and then you lower back downward. Now, if that's easy for you, you can go the next step and bring the ankle bones together and try to keep the ankles together the entire duration, which is a lot more challenging than it looks. You can even see I struggle with it at certain points. This next exercise I learned when I sprained one of my ankles and I had to rehabilitate it. It's recommended by many physical therapists, and what I love about it is it strengthens all the muscles and all the directionalities of the ankle joint. Inversion, eversion, plantar flexion, and dorsiflexion, because we're going to take it through the ABCs with our ankles, which touches all of the activity of the ankle that is possible. If you're sitting up on a couch is probably easiest for most people, but essentially you can take it through, I like the capitals, you go A, B, C, and I'm trying to go through the most articulation possible, D, E, F, of course I could do lowercase as well, G, and so on and so forth. And you do this with both ankles, make sure you do it evenly. So the final exercise I'm going to share with you is an old school yogi trick, and that is to learn how to spread the toes. You can get a toe spreader, or you can use your own fingers, which can be really challenging at first. Maybe you just do one finger at a time, but I'm going to show you the full exercise. Essentially, you take your foot, and you know, you don't have to sit like this. I know it's uncomfortable for many people, but you can be sitting on a chair, crossing an ankle over, and you just put your pinky in between the two toes, and then the ring finger, and that might be enough for you, but perhaps you can go one more, and maybe another. And that's how you learn how to spread your toes, or at least how the muscles begin to stretch. And you can do little ankle rolls with this as an added bonus. And eventually, with that stretching, you can actually learn to spread your toes with the strength of your muscles. And the way that you do that is you try to pull your big toe away from the other toes and your pinky toe away from the other toes. And then you try to do your best to spread the middle toes, which is the hardest to spread because they share the same tendon. So eventually over time, with strength and repetition, this will happen, but at first you can use your fingers. If you enjoy these exercises and you want more of them for the hips, for the shoulders, for the core, you can visit TheYogiMatt.com, and also you can subscribe to youtube.com/TheYogiMatt. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you next time.